Under our feet, the rumbling of a volcano grows louder. Every new report on rising debt, personal, household, small business, echoes the 2008 crash. Christmas tightens the screw, plunging families deeper into debts they can never escape. The number of people registering as insolvent has reached a 5-year high. As pay packets are squeezed by inflation, households use credit cards for basic bills: energy, water, council tax, rent. That's unsustainable as interest accumulates. Citizens Advice says consumer borrowing has reached £200 billion, a level unseen since before the crash. According to the Bank of England, the growth in personal loans and credit card debt outstrips growth in earnings by almost 5 times. The Resolution Foundation reports a surge in debt, up by 10% over the last year, after the longest fall in living standards ever recorded. Once in debt, people are tipped over the edge by small crises such as the alarming growth in high mortgage debt, with a rising proportion of repayments taking 40% or more of a family's income. Unsurprisingly, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, warns that soaring household debt and flatlining wages are a major risk to financial stability, with Brexit slowing the economy. Economists expect a serious economic jolt roughly once every 10 years. 2018 has an unwelcome ring to it. Another crash this time would find a less resilient country, with many households already stretched to their limits. The whole economy, and everyone in it, is imperiled by this debt, but at the sharp end is a trail of individual misery. There's nowhere better to observe the human fallout than in the bankruptcy court, a modern block tucked away behind the Gothic splendor of the High Court in the Strand. Every day, in quiet rooms, judges rattle through lengthening lists of debt disasters. Few debtors turn up, no doubt devoid of hope. The main creditor is the state, Revenue and Customs seeking unpaid VAT and income tax, or councils chasing council tax. The state has first call. At first sight, there is nothing Dickensian about the process. Judges are kindly, generous in granting adjournments to let debtors try to raise money before the axe falls. There is no Marshalsea debtors' prison now, and laws are less draconian. Debt relief orders, individual voluntary agreements, and bankruptcy itself can stop the bailiffs, while imposing a 3-year ban on further borrowing. Even so, bankruptcy still hangs heavily on the sorry debtors in these courts, overwhelmed with a sense of failure, humiliation, and loss. I met none with a jaunty devil-may-care attitude. She was offered a bank overdraft without asking. Respectable banks can be as bad as the door-to-door debt companies. One man, I'll call him Brian, found the peak time train fare from Cheshire a hard extra cost to bear, but I can't afford a lawyer. Timid and sad, he says, I just felt I should face this. HMRC claims he owes £46,000 in VAT on his small business. I have to tell the judge that sum is based on what my business used to yield, but it's gone right down. What happened? He makes promotional products for companies, branded sticky notes, and pens. But clients have fallen away, spending less in these hard times and paying bills late.